Okay, here we're doing it again. I'm like, okay, I can't sit here and hang on. Like, I can't sit here and act like I know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about entering the unknown if I'm not gonna do it. And I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna make myself do this until it's like nothing for me to do, until it's just something, it's just everybody's used to it because it's just a thing I do. Oh my god. Even it's not this is the thing, it's not a thing I want to do. But I'm gonna keep doing this until it becomes that. Oh god. Then maybe then I will be like so sick of everything that I'm doing, then that's when I'll finally sit down and say, okay, you know what, I'm gonna write my book now, because I'm tired of doing all this other crap. It sucks when you don't collect any like social security checks or whatever, but I've never been able to hold a job. Now, don't get me wrong, I didn't know. I mean, I've always known that something like, uh, the my entire 20s, like, was proof that, okay, something's going on up here. Like, we need to maybe, no, I hadn't even said that yet. Like, that took me to like 35 to be like, okay, maybe we need to start working on this. I mean, that's not to say I wasn't trying to work on it, but I wasn't. I was working on it and like other less neurological ways. No, you don't know. I do. Oh God, the stories I could tell just from my 20s. My God, I could write. I could. Wow. You name it, it happened. It just, you name it, it happened. That's where, like, the song "Roast Beef Sandwich." That's a that song. It's true. I used slander that was written about me in the State Times Morning Advocate, the online edition. It hurts even to just think about like the things these people were saying about me. But I used their slander to write that song, and but also mixed in with the slander, I mixed in some stuff that really happened to me. The roast, the whole, yeah. Like, I lived hard. I lived really, really, really hard for a long time. Uh, yeah. Uh, like I'm sitting here, like, kind of like going through my head, like a story I could tell, but all of them are so not G-rated, and not only that, they're most of them, include the R word, SA, uh, I, like, um, yeah, I've had some bad stuff done to me, and I've done some. Here's what I got one I tell. um, I ended up like, it was one of those places. It was like a hotel. It was called the Quality Suites, and so all the rooms were suites or whatever. And I don't know how I ended up there. I hated going to hotel anythings. They just made me really, really, really uncomfortable. I think I had to come because, like, anyway, it doesn't matter. I ended up there, right? And I don't know anybody there. At the time, I'm mainline and IV and like Coke. That was my thing, and that's the type of people that I hung around with. Which still, I've never hung around with a lot of people ever. Anyway, we end up at this place, and like I said, I don't know anybody there, and the people that I do know, I don't really like because they're just junky, asshole, like lying, just yeah, the whole like MO thing, and so anyway, I get there and I just kind of like find like a corner to kind of just hide in where I'm just like not talking to anybody because I didn't want to. I just would rather watch everything that's going on. And so I'm in the very front room. And after the front room, there's like a little hallway, I guess, with a little kitchenette, and then the bathroom, and then there's the bedroom. I knew I sure as hell didn't want to be in the bedroom. So I was just staying up in the front room and minding my business. And the person who ordered this room, whose room it was, this older guy, I guess. I don't know, he hit a lick. He got a settlement, or I'm not sure if I ever even knew how he acquired his money, but he did, and apparently he was just keeping it all in the front pocket of his jeans. Anyway, there was lots of people in the room. They were all getting loaded. I was not. I wasn't that. Yeah, no, I wasn't that person. I was this person. Like, so I'm standing in the corner, like by where you can see the front door, and I see these three dudes walk in, and immediately as soon as they walked in, I wouldn't have been able to say this back then, I don't think, but I felt them. And as soon as I felt them, I was like, you. And I'm watching them, and I'm watching who they stopped and talked to, which was really kind of nobody, except for like one dude. And then they went to the back, and I was like, oh, this isn't good. This isn't good. That's what I thought. And so I see them coming from the back, and they're, headed out the front door, but they got old money in his front pockets guy following them, and I'm like, look, I didn't know this dude. I didn't know any of these people, and I hate it. God, I was always pushed in these situations where I have to make a decision, whether I tell this dude this or not. Like, because if I tell him, I'm gonna look stupid and like a crazy person, and then if I don't, then I'm gonna feel bad. So I stopped him, and I whispered in his ear. I was like, don't go out there. I said, they're gonna rob you. That's all I said to him. And 20 minutes later, when he came back into the room, you can even like tell who he was. His face was like just like, I don't know what they beat his face with, but probably a pistol. I don't know. It wasn't with their fists. I know that mm, it was bad. And of course they robbed him of all of his money. And I went up to him and I said, I told you. And he said, and this is, look, I'm just being honest. I was, I think I was like 25 years old. And he was like, I know, all I got left. And he reached in his front pocket of his Wranglers and he says, all I got left is this $100 bill. And I said, no, you don't. And I took his $100 bill, his last $100 bill, and then I'm like, I went and got whoever, and I'm like, I'm ready. Let's go. But I was like, I deserve them. I still think I deserve that money. I told him if he had listened to me, he would, whatever. That was his lesson to learn. It was also my lesson to learn. And also gave me a really good story. All right, I'm really freaking out and sick of doing this now. I'm gonna take a break. It's all gonna work out though, because you know what? I got a whole team of future me's. Which, if they're future me's, then they're already just their consciousness level is just already just, so I'm like, there's just a squad of them. I hate that. I don't like that word anymore. There's just a gang of them, and yeah, they're the ones who are taking care of this, not anybody else. But I'm glad that you're here, and if you want to keep hearing a dumbass talk, see, somebody's coming in. I gotta go.